Hi everybody and welcome to the second episode of Ronda's Kitchen. The first one was such a success, I put on clothes and brought Corey Graves. What's up, dude?
I also put on clothes, which is lucky for everyone that's got to sit through this.
Sorry, I had mochi hair in my mouth.
You're not supposed to lick your dog.
We're gonna cook some stuff.
What are we gonna cook? Full disclosure, I'm not great at cooking.
Yeah, me either.
Hoping that maybe you can teach me a thing or two, or we can just have a disaster.
Lemon juice. You said you know how to grill.
Ish, yes.
We harvested our steer, Kobe, last year, who's Wagyu steer, very close and dear to our hearts. And one of the things that we got like everything possible from the butcher. So this is like one of the things that they offered is like a pre-seasoned carne asada. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna put it on the Traeger grill. We also have this here, which is our family recipe book.
Is that your family or just a book of family recipes?
My family, kind of. I actually haven't filled anything out in here. This is all from Uncle Claude. So he actually went to culinary school. He taught us how to make Baja sauce, Uncle Claude's guacamole.
So I'm new to the guacamole game. Mm-hmm. I've not been into guacamole ever in my life, aside from the last probably 6 months, and now I'm borderline addicted.
Do you know how to cut them open?
I believe I might. You cut it in half and then pull the pit out, right? But
this is the only thing I know how to do, so I'm gonna start with this. So we're gonna get the avocado, and then we're gonna go all the way through the middle right here.
Okay.
And spit it off. You know this part, right?
I do. I've seen this part. I've witnessed it in catering.
Have you seen this? Hiya!
No. See, there you go.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I don't have any fucking spoons. Mr. Ramsey showed me this shit.
Guacamole.
With a knife, but we're gonna do it with a spoon. We're gonna kind of like chop it up in like a grid, and then we're gonna like scoop it and put it in there.
If I do this at home successfully, it's gonna score me all of the points. I'm basically a pro at this.
It's beautiful, man.
I feel really strong about my guacamole abilities. Oh, I went through the skin. Did I lose? Did I lose the game?
No. Did you actually like being on Divas?
It was interesting. It was different for me. I think the time period was a little not ideal. It was a very, very difficult time in my life with that we were going through, and have that all captured on film. I'm still a little weird with being on camera and not prepared. Like when someone would just kind of come out of a room and it's like, oh man, that's strange to me. Like at least this I'm prepared. They're like, oh hey, you're gonna be on camera.
Right.
That's what I do for a living. I'm totally okay with it. But having like what little private time we have, as you know, and having it invaded by producers and cameras can be a little daunting.
How many people do you actually like? Because you're a heel announcer, right? So you have to kind of like act like you don't like people. And
yeah, well, it's funny. I find that the people that I'm usually the worst to on television are my favorite people in real life. Because I feel like I have that rapport with them where they know, like, they won't take it personally. But I've had people who will not be named, who have complained to various supervisors, etc., about things I've said about them on TV, and I'm going, guys, it's just a work. We're having fun.
You're pretty damn nice to me. Were you just trying to make sure I wasn't mean to Carmela or something? Because I love her. You can be mean to me. It's fine. So then just start like mashing the shit out of it. Go for it. It's really satisfying, actually.
My kids are into those videos that say satisfying on YouTube.
That's one of my favorite subreddits, is oddly satisfying. Which, yeah.
It's like people mashing avocados.
Avocado.
This might be like all I do now when I'm at home. I'm just gonna be in my kitchen mashing avocados.
Okay, I don't even know what I'm doing. Wait. This is not my, this isn't my guacamole. This is Uncle Claude's guacamole.
Uncle Claude.
Heat frying pan on high. Oh shit, forgot that part.
Do you fry guacamole?
We're gonna fry the corn. Corn. All of the corn?
Yeah.
Butter, Jesse, all of the corn? Okay.
All
right. So I don't know how to cook, right?
Okay.
So I make up for it with really good ingredients and an awesome cast iron.
Just bought one 2 weeks ago. Yes. Very excited about it. I've only used it once. Actually, I didn't use it. Carmela used it.
Do you know, did she like prep it and do the thing?
No.
Oh my God.
That was a thing that I learned about after we made it the first time. It's called seasoning.
Seasoning the pan. Blurry Jesse, help me. I don't know what's happening.
What do you need help with?
Do I just like let it, do I fuck with it? Do I cover it?
I would stir it up just to get it nice and fried. I do a high heat.
Well, keep messing with that. I think we have to get it brown. Blurry Jesse, come back.
I'm coming.
What do I put in here?
That's the really big onion. So we can do the onion.
Like half of it?
I'd start with half. And you can do cilantro next.
So all of the cilantro?
No, do half of that. Because half's going in there, half's going in the Baja sauce. Yeah, see what the proportions are looking like. You might want to do a little more onion.
More onion?
Only if you feel it, girl.
Hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
A third of that lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
Eyeball in it.
1/3.
That's lime juice, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think we just need the corn.
What do you think? Should we add anything else?
I'm still new to guacamole, so I like it. I don't know
cool.
what makes it better. I'm open to suggestions.
If your taste buds are doing a happy dance, then it's good. It's a slightly salted purple and non-purple cabbage. How much of it is there? Oh, shit.
Get that nice and mixed up.
I'm
It's a
mixing.
mixture of cilantro and sliced up green onion scallions. And then this is your slaw sauce. That's like a mayo, vinegar, white pepper, which is very important to slaw.
Very important
And then we're gonna do a little lime juice in there too. So
for it. Yeah, do it slow and sensual-like.
oh yeah. It needs to sit and rest a bit and get real incorporated.
Right?
Magnificent.
Pretty damn good. All right, we're gonna let this sit. What are we doing next?
Make the Baja sauce.
Baja sauce. Mayo, cilantro, lime, and salt.
Mr. Graves over here can do the second test. Okay, that looks good. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, go for it.
They could use more lime.
More lime.
Tastes very mayonnaise-y right now.
What else you got to add to that?
I think that's it.
Cilantro?
I think it's now.
Oh, you can put more cilantro in if you feel like it needs it.
Did we put any cilantro?
Doesn't have any cilantro.
Yeah, it was in the recipe.
You always want to go less and then add. You can always add more.
He's right.
All right. You think it needs more cilantro?
I think it's very aesthetically pleasing.
We're gonna go to your area of expertise, the grill. Okay. Well, let's teach me the man thing.
Let's figure it out.
Welcome.
Middle class fancy. They work.
All right.
Let's do it.
There you go.
Ooh, look at the marbling. Thank you, Kobe. So grilling. How long you been grilling? What do you know about grilling? Do we shut this thing? Do you know?
Yeah, I think you should probably shut it, right?
All right.
Usually I just know you cook on the hotter side first,
Okay.
flip it, and then you let it on the cooler side, but that's with charcoal. I'm very lazy when it comes to cooking, so I like to be able to just heat something up and put meat on top of it and flip it occasionally. And I'm really big on the making little foil bags full of things like mushrooms or whatever vegetable I decide to do, and then you sit it there and then like put some olive oil on it and let it sit. It's just important to get good meat.
Yeah.
And you've got Kobe.
We have the best. So
Am I crazy thinking that you have another one?
Porter. In the back.
Porter, yes.
I heard you started wrestling at 16 years old.
Yeah, roundabout. I was in high school and I was having like the typical high school kid crisis. What am I going to do with my life? Am I going to go to college? Am I going to do what? God knows what. And I told my dad that I needed to get my tongue pierced, and that was going to solve all of my problems. And he was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Do something creative. And he started just throwing ideas at me. He's like, go be a bodybuilder or learn how to box or go be a wrestler. And I went, okay.
So you're like the only person who's like parent that wasn't wrestling that suggested wrestling?
Yeah. I mean, he was a fan. I grew up, loving it because of him. And when he would take me to shows and it was like a family thing. Yeah, he ended up finding a local promoter in Pittsburgh that was willing to kind of break all the laws and let me train I think I was like 15 and they trained me, but in Pennsylvania, the state athletic commission, you have to be 18 to ever like perform on a show. So I would like travel to West Virginia where they have no laws of any sort. It was the Wild West, and wrestled there a handful of times, and then it was just like, I just stuck with it.
Oh, Kobe.
Magnificent.
All right. I don't know how to turn it off.
I'm gonna say a little. Hopefully I don't blow things
I
up.
don't know. It's just not. I don't know if we should touch it.
Nope, I don't think
I
so
don't know
either.
if I don't check.
Press and hold dial to shut down grill.
Look at that.
Check out the big brain on Brad.
All right, let's go. So you started originally as a wrestler in NXT, right?
I did, yes. I kept getting concussions. Told me, hey, you're not allowed to wrestle anymore because you're going to hurt yourself. And now I'm not allowed to do what I do.
Right.
And it was like, oh shit, I got to figure something out. So they luckily kind of gave me the keys to the castle and said, hey, you didn't do anything wrong. We're not going to just put you out on the street, but figure something out. Michael Cole and I were in a bar just talking, and he found out I'd done some radio in the past. And that kind of stuck with him. And after I got hurt, he was like, hey, why don't you try commentary? And I went, that's no way. Like, I don't really have any interest in it.
Right.
And then I started doing it, and then I started doing like the broadcasting thing and just trying different things out. And next thing you know, I was the most televised guy on WWE.
What was your proudest moment so far as a commentator, you think?
Oh man, it's weird because I never really had any goals for it. So I mean, I guess when I look back at it now, some of the stuff I've got to experience and call and have my voice live on through, it's kind of neat. Like there's so many weird moments and big matches and like calling The Undertaker and Goldberg and all these guys I grew up watching, even like Triple H and Shawn. The fan in me still appreciates it. I just have to step back from it, you know what I mean? And like I think, oh man, I've called a bunch of WrestleManias. Like, and I don't even think about it. It's just like a day at the office.
Like, what was your funnest day at work?
I think being in Madison Square Garden for the first time ever, and Stone Cold came out, and the glass broke, and it sounded like the building was going to explode. And I, again, turned into like a 12-year-old kid. I like am the worst critic of myself, so I don't watch anything back like intentionally, or I get real nervous, and I'm like, I don't want to hear that. I don't think I called that well, or that didn't feel right. So I just acknowledge it, or like don't acknowledge it and ignore it and pretend it never happened.
Yeah, I understand how that goes. Like it's going to be better in my memory than what it actually is.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I think it is time. Oh yeah, some good tortillas. Okay, turn these bad boys off. All right, I think we actually managed to make a meal here. I know, man. Oh no, hand wash cam has to come because you touched the dog. Look at his face. It feels so good. Let's see how it goes.
Let's
Are
go.
we ready?
Do this.
I love your tortilla.
Okay?
So good.
Yeah, this is.
It burns! Thank you guys for joining us on Ronda's Kitchen. The only casualty was my eyeball from that lime. So I think we did pretty good. Corey Graves, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
today.
having me. Thank you for the hospitality.
Of course. And don't miss After the Bell, Corey Graves podcast, which releases Thursdays.
Wherever you get your podcast.
Wherever you get them.
When I wake up Thursdays, it's there. So I don't know what time it actually happens, but it's there.
Also, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you can be notified of all the kitchen awesomeness that's coming your way. And if you like our kitchen thing, you should check out our unboxing show. What did I get myself? I have a bunch of boxes on my desk and I don't know what's in them. So we'll all find out together someday after I eat this taco.